Okay, so I'm creating my 6 around beaded crochet rope bracelet, and I have 6 beaded chain stitches. So now I need to start working in the round. The way that I want to do this is I'm going to lay the stitches out so they kind of form a C shape. So you can see it looks like a C. I'll insert my hook under the first beaded chain stitch, which was my purple bead. And then I'm going to push the bead back, pull down a purple bead, yarn over, and pull through both loops. So that connects my piece to start working in the round. Now the way that we set this up is we did a separate bead color for each bead in the circumference. So I have 6 colors for a 6 around crochet bracelet. So what that means is the color of the bead in which I stick my hook under will be the same color as the bead that I pull down. So I can just verify that I'm inserting my hook in the correct place and I'm pulling down the correct bead. So let's see how to create that beaded slip stitch again. So I'll insert my hook under the blue bead. I'm going to flip the blue bead to the back, pull down a blue bead, make sure it's behind the crochet hook. Notice that my yarn is coming over the top of the prior round. It's not catching under it. And then I'm going to yarn over and pull through both loops. So we'll stick our hook under the green bead, flip the green bead to the back, pull down a green bead. Make sure the yarn is coming over the top of the green bead for the prior round, yarn over and pull through. Okay, some people like to chant a mantra when they do this. So the mantra is in, over, down, around, through. So in, over, bring the orange bead down, take my yarn around, and pull through both loops. Okay, you want to choose a crochet hook that makes your beads sit together quite nicely so they kind of interlock, but not one that's too small to where the beads are uncomfortable and it's hard to work into. So I'm going to work a few more stitches and we can see what this looks like from the top and from the sides. So having different colors for each bead in the round really helps you identify where you're supposed to place your next hook. Now, one thing that you might be tempted to do or might happen accidentally is the working yarn can get under the bead of the prior round. That will cause the bead to stick out real weird. You'll notice it a few rows below, like once you've worked a few rows. So you always kind of want to be cognizant about making sure that the working yarn comes over the bead from the prior round. So that's a common mistake that people make. And for this sample, I'm using worsted weight yarn and pony beads. You'll likely be using beading cord and seed beads instead. It's just a little bit easier to see when we're working with larger beads. Okay, so if we look at the last round that we did, which was round 3, notice that all of the beads are sticking straight up and down. The holes are oriented east-west. They look like tires. If we look at the prior rounds, notice that all of the beads are stacked on top of each other. Their holes are pointing north-south, and they look like donuts. So that last round, the beads are going to be sticking up a little bit until we work into them, until we stick our hook in and push the bead over. That's how it gets its donut appearance. But all the prior rounds should be looking like donuts. Also, because we're using the same number of beads, 6, and each bead is a different color, we'll start to notice the spiral of each of the colors. So all of the yellow beads will spiral, all of the blue beads will spiral, and so on.